leadership and entrepreneurial skills, international and multicultural profile. After a careful evaluation of the profiles and career paths of our alumni, an internal commission headed by the Dean of the school and composed by the Director of the MBA program and selected members of the faculty has decided to confer the Mib Alumni Award for the year 2008 to Mr. Franco Leoni. Let me briefly summarize the main steps in Franco Leoni's career. After obtaining an academic degree in mathematics in 1997, Franco started his first job as a geomarketing software programmer. In late summer of 1997, he enrolled in the 8th edition of the MBA at Mib School of Management, and 1 year later, he was awarded a degree with honors. After a short working experience as a marketing manager for a medium-sized company, in the middle of the internet economy, Franco Leoni decided to leave a promising career and embark in a series of challenging entrepreneurial startups. In a couple of years, between 1999 and the year 2000, he started 2 companies named Polonord, Adeste, and Bets. The first was established to serve internet-based companies, developing internet portals, ASP infrastructure, and interactive catalogs. In time, it progressively moved from content designing to producing optical supports, and more recently to the flash memory environment. The second company was constituted as an international broker of machinery for agricultural hobbies. In time, it added international brokerage for building machinery, and more recently, design of electric vehicles. Together, the 2 companies directly employ more than 30 people with a consolidated turnover of some 5 million euros. Franco Leoni will soon tell us more about his entrepreneurial story. As a school, we believe that he can represent a model for our graduates, an example of how earning an MBA, having a strong determination, and possessing the right personal qualities can open the way towards entrepreneurial success. A road, until now, very seldom pursued by our graduates. For these reasons, we think that Franco Leoni deserves to be recognized the MBA Alumni Award. I now invite Franco to come and receive the award from our Dean. I know that Franco would like to address a speech to all of us.
Thank you. I'm really honored. Thank you very much. I consider Mib School of Management to be my partner in my professional life and my best investment for the success of it. For those of you who do not know me, even if Andrea already said something, let me briefly introduce myself. In the years since I graduated from MBA, I have been lucky enough to have had many discussions with later MBA students. And some of those discussions have also grown into collaboration. I always find this interaction very useful. Speaking with those students, there were some questions that come up over and over again. So, even if today is not a question and answer session, I will take the time to answer to some of the questions that have been posed more often. How did I become an entrepreneur? How did I start my companies? Do I have any secret to share or advice to give? Well, yes, I graduated in theoretical mathematics from the University of Bologna. And while I was a student, I was copying software. It was legal at the time to do that in Italy, yes, I'm quite old. When it became illegal, I stopped doing that and decided to dedicate myself more seriously to my studies. I had some money, but no idea, so it was not enough to buy a house or buy even a garage. So I bought a big motorbike. I spent some time traveling, and I went on studying. Then I did Mib, without any real previous serious work experience. That was quite normal at that time. One of the first things that I thought when I got my diploma was, well, I had so many education in so much different business management things, human resources, sales, corporate governance, marketing, that the only way to use all of them is to become the CEO of a company or an entrepreneur. From 1998 to 2000, my first job was in a company in Bologna in the international marketing division. It was the year of the boom of the new economy. I was looking for some multimedia tools for my marketing work, and I wasn't really able to find the right supplier I was dreaming of. I had still many contacts with former students, or let's say many guys that were still studying at mathematics and IT. And so I involved some of them, and I created my first company, that's Polonord Adeste, that was doing exactly what I was looking for. And then I left that job. The original investment was 100,000 lire, or 50 euro. For the first year we worked, me and my business partner, in his room with our 2 computers. Then in 2000 I had another chance, another idea, and so I sold my motorbike and I bought a container of Japanese tractors, and I started my second company. Today, as Andrea said, they are both active. I have 30 employees with a revenue of 5 million euros per year, and I hope to increase. Well, Polonord Adeste is the most innovative company of the 2. We produce CD, DVD, Blu-ray, and flash memory. We have proprietary technology for data loading, photo quality printing, variable data, and copy protection. That's quite funny because 10 years before I was a pirate, and 10 years later I was fighting the pirates. I will have a small gift for all of you that comes from my technology of my company. I will give you later. So, is there any secret? Well, what can I say? From the age of 20 to 30, I threw myself into anything that was proposed to me. Many things didn't work out the way I hoped. Among them, I exported shoes to the Czech Republic after the fall of the wall. I imported electric generators. I managed a chat line in the United States during the 90s. This was one of the most unsuccessful but funny things I have ever done. I sold hosting and much more. Well, I did theatrical improvisation for a couple of years. One of the main exercises was saying yes, or accepting the cues of others. In other words, be ready to accept stimulus. I have done many things merely because someone told me, why don't you try this? Sometimes I even discovered later that the person who suggested me hadn't really done it, he just wanted to do that. I give you an example. In 2005, I was in Las Vegas at the annual convention of the International Disc Duplicating Association, a group I later became the European chairman. It's a nice group because they meet every year, once in Las Vegas and once in Long Beach. One of the members told me that he had built a machine for duplicating flash memory, and that he thought it was a promising market for duplicators of discs. I found that it was such a brilliant idea that I started immediately studying and investing in that field. Today, my company has a production capacity of 30,000 USB stick duplication per day, and we have so many flash memory related services to be considered the most innovative company in Italy. In 2007, I had the chance to visit this man in San Francisco, to visit his company. And I discovered that all that he had, even after 2 years, was just a computer with a 7-port hub USB connected. It's technology, but it's almost nothing. Well, I mentioned earlier the importance of saying yes. I'm not saying that saying no is not important, but that comes more naturally. When I was a student at Mib, one of my classmates told me that for her it was very difficult to say no. She just always say yes. Of course, I'm talking about work. Well, today she's a manager with a salary of over 100,000 euro per year. Okay, money. Also, the other speakers said something about that. They don't really like to speak about money, and they usually never do. But today I'm doing some exception. What's my feeling with money? 6 years ago, I was sitting in Bar Audace with some students of the MBA. One of them was saying that he has the intention to start a business. Suddenly, there was a Porsche Carrera that stopped at the traffic light where there is the pedestrian crosswalk, just where there is the sea in front of Piazza dell'Unità. Interrupted himself and said, well, this will be my car, we will buy with money that we got, and people will know who I am. Well, it is a true story. He started his business, but he was not successful, and he closed the business 1 year ago. Only the passion for our idea and our work can lead to success. Money is just a consequence. I could call it such like a collateral effect. For example, the founders of Google, they fixed the annual salary of $1 US, but at the same time, they booked a Boeing 747 for the personal journey of them and their top management. This is a perfect image for me for money as a consequence of collateral effect of a successful business. Many students tell me, in the past it was easier. Well, yes, I'm old, but not so much, so what can I say? I don't know if it was easier. I wasn't here during the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century or the Italian miracle after World War II. But I think that it's easy today too. There's a lot of change in business, so there's a lot of opportunity and a lot of things to do. During your professional life, I think that you will have at least 50 of these great opportunities, great moments in 10 years. But how to recognize an opportunity? Many times a difficult situation hides an opportunity. Sometimes it's a new idea, or just an idea borrowed from some others or another sector. So is it difficult or easy? It's all about being lucky. 2 years ago I was at Leave of the Snow, and I was discussing with the MBA student about a problem that I had at work. I don't remember what it was. And she told me, you will fix it because you're a lucky boy. Well, yes, I know that up to now I have been a lucky boy. Who among us is not? But I have told you, not everything that they tried went well. Sometimes things goes well. Sometimes I found myself in difficult situations too. I have many friends, ex-Mib students, that have leading managing position or started successful business. I can tell you 100% certainty that no one of them is less than a special person. No one of them was just lucky. I have some idols too. Sergey Brin, Mark Zuckerberg, Nicholas Zenstrom. Do you know those names? Yes, you do. I'm talking again about Google, about Facebook, and about Skype. Well, Brin was a Stanford student. Zuckerberg was an Harvard student. Zenstrom has a dual degree in business administration and engineering physics. Yes, they were lucky, but not just lucky. I do not believe in easy money or easy success in business. I do believe in excellent skills, powered by excellent school and great networks. Often, I need specific advice for my work. Who will I ask? I cannot ask to my parents or to my childhood friends. They do not have the tools to give me a good advice. And asking advice to a wrong person can be dangerous. I need a network of professional people that I can contact as friends. In this line, the Mib Alumni Association is a great resource. As Professor Draconi and our Dean said, I suggest you not only to join, but to take on a leading position among the association. How can you do that? Just get involved. Good. Now it's your turn. After this long year of investment in your skills, to start a new professional journey. And so, my wish for you is to enjoy, to fight, to say yes as often as possible. And I wish you to succeed. Thank you.